Hello, Mechwarrior. Welcome aboard. Open Plays Mechwarrior 5 here, doing a all 4 DLC career walkthrough. Just made level 7. I got 8.8 million C-bills. We're coming in from way over here where we've been playing at the, as you can see, level 5 to level 8 sectors. All of these are 400-ton drop sectors. Way beyond what I can do at this point. This is a 13 to 14, so literally nowhere I can go to play that's not going to kick my butt at this point. And that's going to be an issue. I need to get out to the peripheral areas of one of these other factions and go from there. But if you remember, or you were even there for the last time, I landed in here, and the mech market has an Atlas. But more than just one of my favorite mechs, the Atlas. Sorry, I should click on it. The Atlas RS, which is truly one of my favorite ones. This is, as if you read the stuff down here, what General Alexander Kerensky wanted in an Atlas. It is a command mech. It is really good. And it takes up pretty much all of my money and nowhere else to go with that. But it also here I have a Cyclops, which is at 64.8 kph, able to keep up with other heavy mechs at appropriate speed. Unfortunately, the armament for it is about the same as your basic 70-ton mech. I got a Highlander, got the same fault of speed of 48.6, and the cost is somewhat cheaper, but the bottom line is it doesn't put out a lot of damage for that 58 for the Alpha. Another Highlander, the 7033P, 48 kilometers per hour, and I got a Stalker. And this is one heck of a industrial hub, quite frankly. The Stalker at 85 tons is a killer. 96 on the alpha damage. You rip out an SRM or an LRM-20, take it down to a 6, and you got a slugger up front, but still with a 20 for long range, just shooting. And a thug, and basically a thug. This thug, the 10E, is an Atlas, is an awesome with 2 SRM4s in place of its third PPC. But it does run at 64.8, which keeps up with the other heavy mechs that I'm more likely to be running right now. Before I even think about buying any of them, I've got to go in here and first of all sell the Cicada, because there's no chance I'm keeping that. That gives me running money after I buy an Atlas or whatever I buy here. Get everything repaired. I've got quite a number of salvage mechs that I've put together. I have collected but not put together. And I'm just going to go through and put them together now. As you see, they come up empty, beat up, and damaged. I'm hoping, I was hoping for this one to have a XL engine in it. It does not. A little bit disappointed on that. So I'm spending money getting these things put together. But that's okay, because other than the Warhammer, I am probably, 6RB. I don't even know that one. Wow. Pharaoh. Probably not going to sell that off the top of my head. We're going to sell all of these. The whole point behind collecting them, the salvage points for them, was because I could take them. And I'm going to look at that one first. Mongooses are included as a mod that I'm running called Lore-Based Mech Variants. Yet another Mech Lab compliant. And they occasionally have good stuff. This one has Pharaoh and Indo, but no XL engine. That's too bad. It's sold. I don't need light mech Pharaoh. I don't need light mech anything at this point. I've got my infiltration mission mech, my Phoenix Hawk KB. That is also my, it's got a dead SRM4. I need to fix that. And before I do anything else, that's exactly what I'm going to do, because otherwise you get distracted and forget to fix it. And I can't fix it. I'm not, well, I'll do that. Okay. Good enough for now. Thought about dropping his jump jets and throwing a 6 in there just to give him a little bit extra whammy. But for Crimson Crusade, he's going to need those jump jets. And we might be heading over there. That's a valid next place to go, even though that's surrounded by a conflict zone that's in the 9s, reputation 9 level, so don't know. I want to take a look at this guy. I've never seen an RB. Wow, I'm not going to now either, am I? I got engine double heat sinks, and that's about the only thing. Wow, worth keeping on this. So I am going to remove them. Got a double heat sink here. It's a twin PPC, 2 mediums, 2 smalls, SRM6 Artemis. That's a potentially very, very good mech. That is way too much damage to repair. So 5 days. We'll wait the 5 days. I'm not making any decisions on what I'm going to do until I see how much money I've got and how I want to go forward. And on the other hand, I do not intend to even bother to go look for the hero mech that's here. I think what I've got's already good enough. On the other hand, it's 50K in 13 days. I should have just went ahead and done that. I can always come back and buy here. We will do that. And I swear, if all those mechs are gone, I'm really deeply upset. Might even reload the game. Ooh, Hero Nightstar. That would be the WP. I don't have the money for it. I do have the money for it. It's not within my realm right now. It's still the same issue, 48. It'll come out eventually again. My dilemma is I want to keep whatever I get down to the, or up at the 64.8 kilometers per hour, because that's where I need my heavy mechs that I'm really currently at level 7 should be running. I need to keep them up at that level. Anything lower than that detracts from the overall management and running of a Lance. So this Cyclops looks good for that. Except it's got no punch whatsoever. Except twin LRMs. So what? Well, I got an Atlas to gauge for 9. It's already got engine double heat sinks. Pharaoh and long-range lasers, and an LBX cluster. Wow, you're bought. It's got the 48 thing going on. Man, I am confused and tormented. I gotta look in the equipment bay. Nothing. So much for that. You know, for an astounding list of mechs, there is literally chicken feed for anything else. For everything else. I'm really quite torn here. My heart tells me to pick a mech that can travel at 60, or 64, and stay within my weight class for reputation. My head says buy this DH and go run the Crimson Crusade with it as the iMech. I think really moving forward, that is the best thing I should do. So I have done it. I've got 1.5 left. But I can also now sell off this guy. That gained me an extra 2. That guy. He will probably never get sold. So let's make him a little bit better. And this may well be what this episode's about. So be warned. One of the reasons I like this guy is I can take the LBX and reach out and touch my enemy. I don't need these for doing that. So those become SRMs, best I can do for matched pairs. 3 of them would be doubles. Get rid of this, this, and this. I need another ton of SRM, maybe even 2. Let me plan, let me plan, let me plan. I've got 3 tons of, or actually 6 tons of ammo that I need. Or that I at least would like to have. I'm putting that there simply because I have no other place to put eventually. I might have to dump the Pharaoh. Probably gonna dump the ERs because they're just too hot. I do 9.5 of damage and I get an extra, what is that, optimal range? Oh, max range. Well, max range is pretty good. If you want to deal with the heat. And that's, I got 2 large lasers that are putting out 7 in heat. These guys put out 9.5. That's a lot. Yeah, just a lot of heat. As you can see, my weapons to heat is not very good. I'm putting out 2.8, and my weapon heat is 6.79. And the rule of thumb says you should have at least half of that in cooling heat, and I don't have that. Yeah, that'd be 3.5, 3.4. I gotta bump that up quite a bit, and I don't have room. I got weight, I don't have room. And that tells me the Pharaoh should go. I can kick in some doubles, of which I have a few. That's not going to get me all I need, but it's going to get me closer. I don't like putting on arms. Yeah, I know I can drag it over like this. So now I got 3 slots to go. I've got 2 more tons. That's probably going to use them. Nope, good. Ton and a half. I actually got to think about what I'm doing here. I need another ton minimum of SRM. Should be 1 ton per. There's a lot of padding there for critical hits coming in. That only gives me a half ton left. I just now noticed I could have put another missile in here. Call it 2 4s. I'd have had even more. Just thinking about what I want to do. Give me a second. Definitely going to be a command mech, so he needs better sensors. I can take this guy and put it up here. Break free a half ton. This and drop it on the arm, and I'm going to do that with an actual that'll pad that, although I should be padding that because that's the only one I have. And we're okay. 68 days, 1.3 million. Do it. I now have an Atlas at reputation level 7. If I need to, I can sell pretty much all 3 of these or this guy. And I should paint. That makes him officially my new mech. While I'm here, what is it with this jump jet shortage in the entire inner sphere? I'll come back for you later. I know he's in this industrial hub now, so I can probably find him later. Maybe able to find him later. One never knows. This is a fake high reward mission. Doesn't really happen. You'll never get to it. That's the GTE Bulwark. It's a pilot in distress, says he needs your help, and the actual mission then pops up as being here on Zidice, and there's no mission there. So don't get yourself locked up and taking that one. It just blocks up on your screen. This Kokua is Crimson Crusade. I might go take that next, but yeah, this might be a good one too. Level 6. And I've got to go do those because there is no I have no possibility of taking on 12 or 13s. It's not even yeah, there's just nothing else for me to do. And this would be another GT, and I don't know what those are. They don't seem to work. They don't do anything. We'll go take out the dragon. 69 days, 500,000 C-bills. I got that. And I got a mech that'll be ready for it. But while I'm here, before I go, I did just pick up an extra engine double heatsink. And I think it behooves me to put that. This guy's already got one. Nothing I need to do here. This guy's running fine. Got nothing better anyway. I do have a... If you know you're going to run a mech, always take the best things you can take in it. I've even got an empty slot for engine double heat sinks, and I got one. You don't need it. And I'm not going to take off the Pharaoh, even though it does make it more expensive to repair, simply because that's saving me, what, 3 tons? 1.5. Either way. However, this is one of the mechs I run most of the time, so improved sensors. Hang on. It makes sense to take the other Crusader, oops, that has the LRM-10s, and drop a better sensor into it, so it can actually see when you say, you know, target this thing and start throwing some LRMs. It helps if you actually have LRMs. And we'll go ahead and cool him off just a tad bit more with one of these. And he should be really cool at this point. It's already got the engine double heatsink. Get to work. This guy, who I sometimes take, but not recently. But he's a brawler. Oh, he's got good heat cooling. He doesn't need anything more. I'm not going to drop a double engine heatsink into him. Yeah, I might drop it into the quick draw. The worst part about doing all this and spending all this cash is what I've done here is basically slightly upgraded my existing lance and not really added to it, so I'm still shooting at reputation 7 layer. Thought I hit it. Okay. Now before I go running all the way up there, I just gotta say, 2 demolitions in a raid. High reward quest level 7 or level 6. Think I can do that one. got 100. 175. 125. Oh yeah, I can take on the Crimson Crusade now. We're going to end this episode right here, Mechwarriors. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Our next episode will be going up and taking on the Dragons in Sheep's Clothing. And because that's 3 separate missions, we'll make that as one full episode. So, until then, Opa's out.